Hi, my name's Greg Trimble, and I've been serving as a bishop here at Midway for about the last 5 years. And we've been doing something in our ward that I wanted to share with you that's had the most incredible impact both on our youth and also on the families in our ward. What we've done is we've called our 16 to 18-year-old young women and our pre-stage boys as ward missionaries. And we've called a ward mission leader that is incredible, and he teaches them as if they were in the MTC or as if they were in the mission field itself. They come together after church every Sunday. They open Preach My Gospel, and they learn from the scriptures and from Preach My Gospel. And then they go out in companionships.
What are you doing? I want to teach some members of the ward, Striker of the Rush family. How's it going?
Hello.
Mind if we come in?
Come on in.
I'm not.
Hello.
Hey, come in.
Come on in.
Lesson. Thank you.
Yes.
They'll meet with families, members of our ward, and they'll sit down and they'll give them a lesson out of Preach My Gospel, and they'll teach them a gospel as if they were missionaries right now. What's really cool is most of the families in our ward haven't heard the missionaries deliver a powerful message about the atonement of Christ or about the restoration in a long time. And now they're feeling that spirit come into their home with our youth.
I taught the Willises one time, and it was a really good experience. We all were on the verge of tears talking about service and things that we've done and things that we can do better. I think it motivated us for the next week to be way better and serve more people, give up more what we have, sacrifice for others. And I think that's the basis of this church, is innate goodness and service. So.
We just taught a ward member about the gospel of Jesus Christ and how much he loves all of us.
What that's doing is it's preparing our youth to go out into the mission field. We've had reports from some of our youth that they feel more prepared as they go out onto a mission than they would have otherwise felt. They get rid of some of the anxieties of standing on the doorstep for the first time, or sitting down in a living room and having small talk, or starting a discussion, or asking to say a prayer. They start to think about the things that they need to say as they're teaching these lessons. On the other side, we've had members who say that the spirit they feel as these youth come into their homes and teach them a lesson both connects them to the youth. They gain a greater appreciation for who that individual is. They gain a friendship, and they also feel the spirit both themselves as parents or in families, the kids, the youth, other primary age kids that are there. And as they do this, it creates this bond and this strengthening that takes place in our ward. It's something that each of us in the ward council are continually talking about, how we can create connection among the members of our ward and also strengthen the next generation as they seek to become missionaries.
You know, it feels like having real missionaries come in your house. When I served a mission, I was nowhere near as prepared as them.
So many members come up to me often and say how well the ward missionaries do in their home, and how even though they've heard the lessons, thousands of times or hundreds of times, hearing it come from the youth being so sincere, they feel the spirit, and it's been really impactful for the ward too, which is, I think, something that maybe we didn't anticipate. We hoped that it would help with the youth quite a bit, right? But we weren't sure. We just didn't anticipate it having the impact that it's had on the ward as well.
We've seen so many blessings from our youth being willing to be called and sustained in sacrament meeting and set apart as ward missionaries.
And I just felt a lot more comfortable with the doctrine.
Letting them know that you love them and that you're there for them.
People are super friendly.
Kind of learned how to kind of be on the spot and get what I'm trying to say out.
One of the members of my ward that we taught, she just started crying, and I just think our message really touched her, and just being able to have that experience and just get outside myself a little bit and be able to serve the Lord in that way was a really great experience for me.
And it was just super cool to see how much I've grown from day one, reading off my script, to now where I can just speak with the Spirit and I don't feel so scared anymore. Like, I can knock on that door and I'm not panicking. I still am a little scared for sure, because it's still hard, but I've learned a lot. And so just that confidence of being able to go up and know, okay, I've done this before. I've taught the restoration before. I taught it to Sister Probst, or I've taught the plan of salvation to other ward members, and I know I've taught all those Preach My Gospel lessons. And so when I go on my mission and I knock on a door and I need to teach the restoration, I'm going to be like, oh yeah, I've done this before.
We're so grateful for these youth and for their willingness to serve and to be missionaries before they become called as full-time missionaries. They're helping our ward here currently. They're becoming better missionaries in the process. They're learning how to teach. And we're so grateful for our members who bring them in and create good experiences and create a good environment for them to learn before they're out on their own teaching in another state or another country. Our members in our ward have felt the impact, and connections have been made that wouldn't otherwise been in place. And it's been incredible to watch.